Alex Weldy, Lambda Chi Alpha. As far as, I know that right now we kind of seem to be dwelling in the past and moving into the future here. I think everybody in this room wants the same goal. We want fraternity recruitment to resume. So how does the university feel that we're going to make progress as a community and with unity, as you two have both said in this forum since it started, when you dissolve our primary and only mechanism of self-government? These three gentlemen are they're sitting up there, which means they obviously care. Technically, they're dissolved, so really, they could just leave if they wanted to, right? Well, again, university statement
I'll go back to my statement earlier that says that we chose not to recognize them. We have had individual meetings, and we have talked with these young men, and that's why they are here today.
Let me correct the way I put it then. Instead of them being dissolved, they have no recognition by the university. Now, how do you feel that we're going to make progress as a community when you don't recognize our leadership?
We have invited them here today as our recognition of them as leaders within the community. That's why they're here.
Now, I have another question, just the hypothetical as far as rash action goes. If you have 1/3 of the Greek community allegedly violating policies, right, you suspend all fraternity activities. Now, let's say that 1/3 of the freshman class allegedly violated alcohol or whatever student code of conduct rules. We should spend all freshman activities, right? Does that logically?
First of all, we have not suspended any activity.
Is recruitment still going on?
We have postponed today, and we have not said that you cannot have contact with your recruits. In fact, there are chapters out there who have continued to recruit their young men through informal contact, which is what was said. We have not suspended fraternity activity. Now, I can't speak for the whole university, but if 33% of our freshman class went out and had an alcohol transport in the first week of school, then I think we would be dealing with something there. I don't know if we would suspend all freshman activity, but I think we'd be probably talking about something different, and forums like this would be going on.
How many alcohol transports have we had since recruitment started?
I can tell you from the fraternity community.
Less than 10? Less than 5?
Yes, less than 10. And I think it's probably 4, but 4 different incidents. Now, listen to me. Those are 4 different incidents, 4 chapters.
Okay, so that's four hospitalizations in the entire community since Russia started. How many transports have gone from Columbia Hall and Capstone alone since the school year started?
I have no idea.
It's more than 4, I guarantee you.
Next question.
Party, I'm an SAE, and I don't want to sit up here and argue with it because it's not getting anything constructive done. Obviously, this is a risk management issue, a liability issue, and y'all are trying to reduce the liability, but you can't eliminate the liability. But instead, we need to manage it together. So I'm saying, y'all can talk to the freshmen before they go through rush about alcohol and stuff like that, and we'll talk to them too. But the thing is, we got to work together in this. We all need to stop arguing about this right now. Alright, so do y'all have any ideas on maybe some sort of alcohol seminar before rush? And also, these kids are 18-year-olds. They can make choices for themselves. I mean, I understand, the university needs to not look bad, and they need to take care of these kids because that's their obligation. But still, they can make their own decisions for themselves. So how about we inform them before they make those decisions and let them make informed decisions?
But we need to be able to count on our chapters to be not breaking the law and not providing alcohol for these young men to have access to.
I understand that as well.
And so, from a risk management standpoint, absolutely. In fact, I talked to a good friend of mine who is a national leader on risk management last night at 9 o'clock at night on a Sunday about what we could do to have her help us out in our risk management policies. And she provided some recommendations. I think we may invite her to be a part of our task force in the future. I don't know. We're going to put that together, and that's something that we're looking at. We're trying to resolve for it. Because we do need to get a better handle on risk management. And there was a fraternity orientation for recruitment, and we need to look at that. And I would look to the leaders who are sitting to the left of me here to go through that and look and see how we can make that program better, how we can improve it to get the information to those students who are involved, who come through fraternity recruitment, and we can share that information to them so that they can be knowledgeable going into fraternity recruitment about, what the dangers of using alcohol are. That's a fantastic idea. Thank you.
I'm Cody McLeod. I'm from Civic High. What I want to know is, y'all want suggestions? Well, have y'all looked at the other SEC schools whose Greek lives are way better than us, such as Georgia, Ole Miss, Alabama, Auburn, trying to take a page from their book? And Georgia does a complete dry rush, yet their Greek life system functions so much better than ours does. They don't have house dads. I don't know why we have to have house dads. We don't live in dorms anymore. I mean, why do we need an RA in our house? We can function perfectly fine. But for some reason, our school likes to act like we're in the ACC or up north or something like that. But we're in the Southeastern Conference, and I know that you used to be the Greek life director at Kentucky, but I don't know how things ran there. But from my understanding, all those Greek life systems work, so I don't know why we can't just follow their footsteps.
I think we may have a different definition of better. If you mean that they throw better parties and that type of thing, that's not what you're going to get out of this office. Okay? We're going to have a safe and healthy environment for our men. And we will look at our best practices of all campuses across the country to see what we can do to get information that will make our system better, that will make our community healthier in the future. We will do that, and that's part of why we're contemplating the formation of a task force of people who can come in and help us do that, so that we can also provide the positive support that we were asked for earlier and not focus all of our time on this one issue, because there are many issues that we need to address on this campus, and we plan to spend time trying to help solve all of them. Now, we may not be able to do them all in 1 year, but we're going to spend time trying to resolve many of these